Okay. Uh, this is the week 8 math quiz. Unfortunately, we have stuff that isn't in the material. If you guys can see how it says you need these grids, uh, those are these grids. So they're SAT questions, and yeah, SAT questions, they're ugly. Okay, because they're not part of the material, but you still need them because they come. And we asked about it. We asked head of department of math, and we asked math teachers. They all said it's coming, and all these questions are here. So I'll just do the quiz because the quiz also has vectors, which is also in the material. So من الآخر, do week 8 quiz. It's more important than week 6. I still have the week 6 quiz recorded if anybody wants to go back if you have extra time. Some of these questions are in the week 6 quiz, like the geometric questions. These two questions I won't be solving since I solved them in the week 6 quiz. Go back. I'll put the timestamp in this description if you want to skip to it. It was question, I think. I forgot صراحة. But I'll put the timestamp in the description for the week 6 quiz. If you want to just skip to this question, I'll put the timestamp in the description in of that recording. uh المهم, uh yeah, let's start. The first thing you need to know are vectors, 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 vectors. Vectors in algebra. See, this is from week 6. Vectors. A vector is a line with a magnitude and a direction. Okay, if I draw this line for you, I'll tell you vector v. It's denoted by v dash. Okay, that's it. How about if I want to draw minus v? Minus v would be the same thing except the opposite direction. It has to be the same length. Okay, these two lines are the same length but opposite direction, so this will be minus v. Easy. Okay, sometimes we want to add vectors. How do you add vectors? Okay, if I have vector a, okay, like this, and I put a, and I want to have vector b, okay, I want to add vector a plus vector b. Okay, how do you do it? You do it like this. You draw vector a and you connect vector b to vector a. So you connect it like this. Okay. Uh, wait, is this correct? Hold up. You take. Oh, that ain't correct. You don't do it like that. Mafa. You don't connect it like that. You connect it so that the end point of A is the initial point of B. Okay. So you connect it like this. Okay. Now you're gonna ask me, what do you do now? Okay. What do you do now? You just connect these two dots. Wait, I'll put it in a different color. And we'll call this vector a plus b. Okay, it's that easy. Okay, all you have to do, you have to connect them in a way where the endpoint of the initial ray is actually the starting point of the second ray. Okay, and then just connect them like this. And it's always going to be the endpoint of this is the endpoint of another one. المهم, that's how you add. You draw both of them and connect them. So it's always usually using triangles. Sometimes you see parallelograms, but that's not common. Okay, we always use triangles. Okay, there's a rule for adding vectors. If I were to tell you I want to add vector AB plus BC plus CD plus DE plus EF, what is that going to be equal to? It's always the first one and the last one. So this is going to be equal to AF. Okay, first plus last. Okay, sometimes you're going to have a triangle. They're going to give you a triangle like this. Okay, and we call this A, B, C. And I'm going to tell you what is BC equal to. Okay, you're gonna have to show me two vectors. When you add them, you get BC. Okay, BC means you're starting at B and you're going to C, right? When you want to split a vector, always take the other path. Instead, to go from B to C, you can go directly from B to C, or you can take the other route, which is going BA to AC. That's it. That's literally it. So BA plus AC. And you see, if you add BA plus AC, first, last, you get BC, right? That's literally how you add. That's it. Like that's all you need to know about vectors. So okay, over here the question might look a bit scary, but it's really simple. Okay, so let's take this over here. the first thing they're asking for three things, yeah? They're asking for OM, AM, and AB, right? Yeah, OM, AM, and AB. So they want OM, AM. Oh, let me move this. AM and AB. They wanted to split these vectors. Okay, and they gave us that OA is vector A and OB is vector B. What is OM going to be equal to? Okay, OM, let's find OM. OM is this over here, right? And we have two triangles. You can solve using either one. You can solve using the top one if you want, okay? Or you can solve using this bottom one over here. I'll draw it in green, okay? I'll solve using both for the sake of your understanding. Let's start with the top one, yeah? OM, what is OM equal to? OM is equal to, you can either go from O to M directly, or you can go up to OA, then from A to M. So OM is actually equal to OA plus AM. But in the choices, you're not going to see that. You're going to see this. Okay. So you can tell me, Walid, why? What's this? Yani? Well, I got this. How is that the same thing? Okay, let's see. OA, we said, is vector A, right? Is vector A. What is AM? AM is actually, like they said here, it's half of AB. Okay, it's half of AB. So let me erase this a bit. I'll put here A and here B. And we want this OM. AM is half of AB, right? So what is AB? AB is this over here, right? This vector, AB. Okay. طب can I put as OM it equals vector A plus half AB? Of course I can't, right? I need to know what is half AB. So to do that, I need to know what's AB. AB is vector AB. What's AB? Vector AB is actually, you can go from A to B. How do you go from A to B? You go from A to O, then from O to B. Okay. Now here's where you need to focus a bit, okay? What is AO? If OA is A, what is AO? Isn't it the opposite of OA? So since it's the opposite, you're going the opposite direction. What, like I told you, remember? Previous. Over here, uh, I think in the previous one. Okay, where did I draw it? Okay, shakli, I didn't draw it. I drew it, but I think I erased it. If you have opposite rays, then that's just a negative vector. So OA is A. So what will AO be if you're flipping it backward? It's going to be minus A. Okay? So we said AB, vector AB, the green one. To go from A to B, you have to go A to O, then O to B. A to O is minus A, so minus A. I put 2 arrows. Minus A. And what's OB? We said OB is vector B. So here's B. So minus A plus B. Okay, so now it's a bit more clear. OM is actually vector A, like we said up here, plus half AB. And what did we say AB is? Minus A plus B. Can you simplify this? Yes, you can, okay? A plus half minus A, minus A plus B. Simplified, it's going to be A plus minus A plus B over 2, because you're multiplying half by the whole thing, so it's going to be everything over 2. Okay, can you solve this? Yes, you can. You have to make the same denominator, right, to simplify it. So this will be times 2, right, to have the same denominator. Then you'll get 2A minus A, which is just A, and then nothing plus A. Hold up. I can't say it like that. To plus these, you have to put them on one fraction, right? So it will be 2A minus A now plus B over 2 equals 2A minus A is actually A plus B. Yeah, 2A minus A becomes A, and then you just have plus B over 2. That's how you get A plus B over 2, or they say half A plus B. Okay, that's how. Okay, it's confusing. Okay, uh, but honestly, I think memorize it. If you don't have any, if you don't want to understand it, just memorize it. There's nothing wrong with memorizing. If you really don't, if you really can't understand it, just memorize it. Okay, half A plus B. Because just memorize the one in the middle is half of these vectors. Okay, that's just how to do it. Okay, and the one in the middle is just half of the vectors. Okay, moving on. We found OM is half A plus B. And we actually found AB when we were solving this. We actually said AB was minus A plus B, right? We said AB is minus A plus B, which is just B minus A, right? It's the same as saying B minus A. Minus A plus B. Switch them, it's B minus A. So we found AB. What's left to find? It's AM. And actually, when solving, we found AM also. We said AM is half AB. And what is half AB? Half AB is actually half of B minus A, which is just B minus A over 2. And I think that's the answer, actually. Yeah, half B minus A. Yeah, they kept it like this. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. When you find OM, you find the rest. You find all three. If you find OM, you find the rest of the three. AM, it's half of AB, so it's just half of B minus A. If you don't know how to find AB, then yeah, that's the basic. The easiest one. The easy one is AB. It's the easiest one. AB is just equal to go from A to B. You have to go from A to O, then from O to B, and A to O is actually minus A, and O to B is B. يعني you do your own thing صراحة. I explained it. Let me move on because يعني I want to finish, to be honest. This one, if you يعني if you realize they're actually the same numbers as the course, uh, I'll just do it here because it's easier. Uh, Let me do it. Okay, they want to simplify this radical, yeah? To simplify this radical, obviously you have to simplify it, but you need to find, you need to يعني factor some stuff out, right? You can factor out from 4xy cubed plus 16x squared y squared. You can factor out the 4. What else can you factor? You can factor out x, and you can also factor out y squared. What's going to be left inside? It's just going to be y, because yani x cancels with x, 4 cancels with 4. Y cubed and y squared gets you y. You know how, right? I think everybody knows how. 16 divided by 4 is 4. X squared and x gets you x. Y squared and y squared cancels. So this is going to be under the radical, right? 4, you can find the radical of 4, right? Which is 2. You can find the radical of y squared, which is y. What's going to be left inside? It's going to be x. Wait a second. Wait. Why is this 4x squared? I write it wrong. Am I tweaking? خلاص, I got it. I just didn't see it. It's going to be 4, we took it out. Y squared, we took it out. Came to y. We left with x and y plus 4x. صح? Okay. This is the same as distributing the x inside, right? To get 2y radical. X times y is xy. X times 4x is 4x squared. So يعني that's it. Uh, yeah, that's the answer. 2y radical xy plus 4x squared. Yeah. Question 3. Okay, this one I solved it in week 6 quiz. Go back if you want. It's an old question أصلا. Question 4. Okay. The given equation has roots x equals a and x equals b. Find the value of ab. Okay, ab is like saying they want the product, right? They want the product. And remember that the product is always c over a. Okay, can you find c over a if you have this? Obviously you can't, right? So you need to distribute it. You need to solve it. You have to make it a quadratic like this: ax squared plus bx plus c. You need to make it look like this. How do you do that? You have to multiply everything. But to make things easier, let's get rid of this 5 because the 5 is really annoying. So let's divide both sides by 5. We're going to be left with x plus 3, x plus 4 equals 4. Okay. Now let's multiply everything. You know how to distribute. I think everybody knows how to distribute. X into x is x squared. X into 4 is 4x. 3 into x is 3x. And 3 into 4 is 12. Equals 4. You have to take everything to one side. So move that 4 to the left. You'll be left with x squared plus 7x. Because 4x and 3x cancels. You get 7x. And then plus 12 minus 4. Simplify this and put plus 8, because 12 minus 4 is 8, so you get 7x, and you have x squared equals 0. Can you find the product? Yes, you can. Product is c over a, so 8 over 1, which is 8. That's it. Question 5, 5. I solved this in the old recording, week 6. Go back on it. Yeah. Question 6. Also, I solved this in the old recording. Question 7. I did not solve this in the old recording. This is easy. Just use the quadratic equation. Okay, you guys know how. Minus b plus minus radical b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Use the quadratic. You're gonna get minus b. I'll do it with you. أول شيء find the discriminant. Delta equals b squared minus 4ac, right? In this case, delta is gonna be equal to b squared 8 squared minus 4 times 16 times c, which is minus 47. And I think you get, wait, let me do it, 64 minus 4 times 16 times minus 47. You, oh, b squared minus 4ac, 4 minus 4, a, oh, I'm tweaking again. 3072, yep, 3072. Okay, uh, and yeah, so your discriminant is 3072. So you get minus b plus minus radical 3072 over 2a. Let's continue substituting. Minus b is actually minus 8 plus minus radical 3072 over 2a. So 2 times 16 is 30. I'll write down 2 times 16. You'll be left with minus 8 plus, is positive 8 plus minus radical 3072 over 2 times 16, 32. Okay, put it in a calculator. You're gonna get 1 over 4 plus radical 3. Oh no, you'll get 1 plus radical 3. Wait, 8 plus radical 3072 plus radical 3000 over 32. Ah, 1 plus 4 radicals. Oh, 1 plus 4 radical 3 over 4. The calculator gives it to me 1 plus 4 radical 3 over 4. But you should be able to cancel this and get 1 plus radical 3 over 4. I don't know why the calculator does this sometimes, but it's, yeah, 1 plus 4 radical 3 over 4. I think I'm gonna check the solution just in case I'm doing something wrong. But for that, I think for now that's correct. Yeah, no, no. For now I'm correct. But yeah, it should be. You cancel the fours. I think. Wait. Okay, yeah, I'm correct. You should be able to cancel the 4 and the 4, because this 1 plus 4 radical 3 over 4 can be separated into 1 over 4 plus 4 radical 3 over 4, and this 4 cancels with the 4. You'll get 1 plus, no, 1 over 4 plus radical 3, and obviously the same goes for the minus. If you have 1 minus 4 radical 3 over 4, you get 1 over 4 minus 4 radical 3 over 4. These cancel, you get 1 over 4 minus radical 3. المهم, uh, it's just radical 3 under the radical. Okay, just take what's under the radical. Question 8. Uh, okay, the system of equations has a solution a comma b where a is positive. Find the value of a. Okay, when we say it has a solution, that means we want these two to be equal. Okay, not, sorry, not to be equal. You need to solve. يعني, to be equal, يعني, you need to solve both of these. Okay, they want a. A is the x coordinate, so we want to find x, right? Uh, let's just solve. We have y is 3x minus 1, and we also have x plus y squared equals 9. But since we know y is 3x minus 1, we can substitute. We did this in grade 8. Y equals 3x minus 1, and you have x plus y squared equals 9. Okay, let's substitute this y with 3x minus 1, right? So x plus 3x minus 1 squared equals 9. X plus 3x minus 1 is x plus 3x is 4x minus 1 squared equals 9. We're saying a is positive. Square root both sides. because square square, it becomes 4x minus 1 equals 3, and 4x minus 1 equals minus 3. Okay, take 1 to the other side, you get 4x equals 4, x equals 1. Take minus 1 to the other side, you get 4x equals minus 2, and x equals minus half. And obviously, since a is positive, x equals 1 will be your only solution. Question 9. Okay, the sum of the roots is 4 and their product is 6. Find the value of a. Uh, okay, the sum of the roots is 4 and the product is minus 6. Find the value of a. They want this a, right? Okay, the a is part of b, because you know we have a, b, c in a quadratic, right? A is part of the b. In this case, why am I? Let's call it capital B because you have a small b here. المهم, to find A, you need B. Okay, we have the sum, we have the product. You know that the sum is minus B over A, and the product is C over A. To find this small b, we can find the product because 3b is actually my c. You know how we have c over a? 3b is my c, right? So I can actually do, why did I go here? I can do the product, which is minus 6, equals c, which is 3b, over a, which is actually 5. And you can solve this. 5 times minus 6 is minus 30, so 3b equals minus 30, b equals minus 10. Okay, the sum is minus b over a. So this whole thing over 5, minus this whole thing over 5 is actually the sum, which is 4. So let's do it. So minus this thing, this whole thing, minus 10 to a minus b over 5, which is a, because you know it's minus b over a. So minus this whole thing, minus 10 times 2a minus b over a, which is 5, equals the sum, which is 4. Okay, let's simplify this. We said b is minus 10, so let's simplify it more. It's going to be minus outside, minus 10 times 2a minus minus 10 over 5 equals 4. Let's simplify it more. 2a minus minus 10 is actually 2a plus 10, no? And you have the minus 10 outside, and we don't forget you have that minus outside, over 5 equals 4. Okay, let's simplify more. Minus 10 times 2a and minus 10 times 10. You still have that minus outside, don't forget. Minus 10 times 2a is minus 20a, and minus 10 times 10 is minus 100. Over 5 equals 4. Cross, you get, actually no, before we cross, let's continue simplifying. You have to distribute this minus, right? So it's going to be minus minus is minus minus 20a minus minus 100 over 5 equals 4. This becomes plus 20a, and this becomes plus 100 over 5 equals 4. Cross multiply, 20a plus 100 equals 20. Take 100 to the other side, 20a equals minus 80, a equals minus 4. That's pretty much it. يعني, these questions are hard but easy at the same time. Hard because they have a lot of steps, easy because the steps are really simple. Okay, it's all of this is basic mathematics except يعني the rules, sum and product. Question 10. Okay, you have two equations. They intersect. When they say they intersect, that means you make them equal. Okay, uh, they want the x. So when they intersect, you have to make them equal. So 2x squared plus 8x plus 20 is equal to 2 minus 4x. Okay, how do you solve this? You have to move everything to one side, always. So it will be 2x squared plus 8x plus 20. 2 becomes minus 2. Minus 4x becomes plus 4x. Okay, 2x squared, let's simplify. 20 minus 2 is plus 18. 8x plus 4x is 12x. If I have 12x here. And you have 2x squared here. And this equals 0. Can you solve this as a quadratic? Yes, you can. Let's factor 2 out. You get 2x squared plus 6x plus 9 equals 0. And cancel 2 from both sides. Since you have 0 here, there's no need to like divide it and stuff. You can just cancel it straight away. Okay, can you solve this? This is actually a perfect square, by the way. So it will be x plus 3 squared. If you factor this as a perfect square, it's x plus 3 squared equals 0. Square root both sides, you get x plus 3 equals 0. So x equals minus 3, because the square root of 0 is 0. Uh, Square root, I should put like this. Okay, you get x equals minus 3. That's it, يعني. Question 11. Is there 12 question? Okay, this one I'll skip it. I did it in the last recording. Okay, I. I is an imaginary number. We haven't taken it yet. We'll take it soon. But know that I squared always equals negative 1. Okay, this is a rule. I squared equals negative 1. I is an imaginary number. It's a complex number. Just know I came from the square root of negative 1. Okay, this actually equals I. So if we say I squared, it equals negative 1. Okay, why do we say I is the square root of negative 1? Because there's no actual square root of negative 1, so we call it I, which means imaginary. Okay, المهم, if you ever want to solve any I question, I squared equals negative 1. Okay, let's solve this. This is really easy. Just distribute. Minus 3 times 5 is minus 15. Minus 3 times minus 9i is actually plus 27i. 2i times 5 is 10i. And 2i times minus 9i is minus 18i squared. Okay, let's simplify a bit. Let's put minus 18i squared over here. Let's put 27i and 10i together and get 37i and minus 15. Okay, let's simplify this a bit. I squared is negative 1, so minus 18 times negative 1. So plus 37i minus 15. Minus 18 times minus 1 is actually just 18. Plus 37i minus 15. 18 minus 15 is plus 3. So 37i plus 3. That's it. 3 plus 37i. Thank you for watching. Good luck. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I don't. I hope it doesn't happen again. يعني it's the school's fault, to be honest. Thank you for watching. Bye. Good luck.